Hello, guys. How are you? Hope all of you are doing well. We're new media students in Vacant University doing this second podcast for our project. We have today Benso and Amani and Momin behind the scenes. How are you guys?
All good, thank
Hello.
you.
I'm good. I'm well. But it's been a rough week as it's the last week in the month, and I'm just trying to manage and balance between my income and place spending. So, is it just me, or do you guys feel the same?
Well, this is exactly what I was aiming to talk about with you guys. So, as we are all living in Istanbul, the largest city in Turkey, and it's Turkey's economic capital, it's also the most expensive city in Turkey. As beautiful as it is to live in such city, it's also so hard and tiring, especially after the economic crisis started about 2 months ago.
Yes, I
Turkish
agree.
currency's val yeah, Turkish currency's value can continue to decrease against the dollar, and the people are facing their biggest nightmares because of the rising prices, low incomes, and
Yeah.
gradually inflation.
Yeah,
So, what do
unfortunately.
you guys think is going to happen? And do you guys think that the government could fix such problem? I mean, do you think that it affects our daily lives so much?
In fact, that we can see now as a result of the crisis is so huge and damaging. The government is
Yeah.
Very
trying to
much so.
reduce the rates of interest, and this is why the Turkish currency's value is decreasing and decreasing. They are aiming at raising and maintaining the value in currency, but in the long run, they say.
Yeah, well, I'm not sure I agree with you. It's been a long while, but we all know that it's not the first time that Turkey's economy faces such a crisis. Yeah, I guess we must be professional economists to explain the situation well and predict what might happen in the future. But in my personal opinion, I can tell you that Turkey is a strong, big country and its people are well educated and wise. So, yeah, it might be going through an economic crisis, but keep the huge development and improvement that have been happening in the past 10 years in your mind. Like, I think the huge achievements like the airport, huge hospitals, bridges that have been done have a very strong positive impact on the economy, either now or later, I mean.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. We have to be expert in economy to explain the current situation
Yeah,
well.
of course.
But let's just try to briefly explain the interest rate, inflation, and the relationship between them. So, what do you guys know about these terms?
Inflation is the general progressive increase in prices of goods and services in an economy, and that each unit of currency buys fewer goods and services. The interest rate is an extra amount the lender charges a borrower and is a percentage of the principal, or otherwise the amount.
Not only from the lender to the borrower, but also from the investor to the bank he or she invests in. So, to explain this more, when an investor wants to invest with the amount of money that he has, which is mostly a big amount, the best way where there are no risks of losing and guarantee of profiting is to deposit this huge amount of money in a bank that has high interest value. And after 1 year, let's say, he takes his money with the interest rate, which is an absolute profit above his money.
Yes, exactly.
So, yeah.
So let's say he deposits $100,000 and the interest rate 20% after 1 year of depositing it in the bank. He takes his money as 120,000 instead of
Yeah.
100,000. Whereas when the
Yeah.
borrower borrow 100,000 from the bank, he has to pay it off for the bank as 120,000.
Yeah, exactly. And this is exactly what we are facing today, guys. Like the government believes that the higher the interest rate is, the bigger that inflation would get. Most investors convert their money into foreign currencies, generally to USD dollar and euro, in order not to be affected in the if the value of the local currency, which is the
Yeah.
Turkish
Yeah.
currency, decreased. And this itself poses significant risk to local currency. Remember the law of supply and demand? It's
Yeah.
also valid
Yeah.
for currencies. Yeah, exactly. So
You
the more the
remember
people,
second grade, second year, I mean.
yeah, when we took economic class,
Economics, yeah.
yeah. So the more people try to keep their money in the local currency, the higher its value gets because they are demanding the local currency more. And the
Hmm.
less they demand the local currency, the more its value decreases. So, in short words, some people believe that interest rates should be reduced so the investors can't take interests for their money without operating it in the country for the good of people. And the large and small entrepreneurs can borrow from the bank without interest rates, which will help in the expansion of the private sector that benefits the citizens and gives them jobs and like lower the prices. On the
Yeah.
other hand, there are other people who believe that the interest rate must be high and that this is a perfect way to attract entrepreneurs and big investors from all over the world
Mm-hmm.
and pose their money and their in the state bank and find a way to take this money and to be benefit for the country and for the citizens.
Yeah. Oh my
Yeah,
God.
it sounds complicated.
It's a
Yeah.
little bit complicated, you guys,
It
isn't
is.
it?
Like my brain just froze.
Yeah,
Yeah, exactly. In
like
fact, that
brainer.
we didn't explain the whole thing. You know, it's
Yeah,
so
it's
complicated.
crazy. Yeah, it's crazy
Yeah,
to me. Like,
search about it more and just watch videos, read
yeah, of
reports.
course, of
Your
course.
mind would explode. I swear.
Yeah, I know. I
It
already
sounds
did.
Yeah.
it sounds definitely complicated. Yeah, I'm still not sure what side to take, but as I see, I can tell that we have advantages and disadvantages in both
Yeah,
sides. Either the interest rate is high or low, and as we are not experts, I can only say that we got to keep our optimism high.
yeah, I
That's
agree.
what
Yeah,
only
We have to keep
we
it
absolutely.
can do.
high. Yeah, exactly.
Absolutely.
Like, I'm no expert in economics. I mean, I'm trying to
Yeah,
understand that. I read so many articles on that, but
yeah, but
it's
it's so
just like,
hard. It's so hard to
yeah,
process the things, what's happening.
yeah,
Like what
like
Yeah, I
what
totally
can we
agree.
do?
Like,
you try to understand it, you try to understand why they're doing this, how they're doing it, how
yeah,
it's gonna get fixed. But again, like what we know
like,
is second year fundamentals of
yeah,
economics class.
Yeah.
exactly, exactly. And do you
Unfortunately.
know, guys, what is the most thing that like drives
Do
me
your
crazy? That you
yeah.
can hear two people, the both are experts, both are professionals, and both are saying absolutely different things. Like this is saying, no, we have to
Yes.
keep the
Oh my
rate
god.
interest high, and this is saying, no, we have to keep it low. And you don't know who
Yeah,
to believe. You don't know
I think
what
this
to.
is why we're confused, because there are so
Yeah,
many
exactly.
opinions on the topic,
Yeah.
and I mean, in the end,
We can't
you're
catch
just
them
You don't
gonna
know
all
who
get
to.
time.
you gotta keep on going with your life. I mean, everything is more expensive, but we gotta live
Yeah.
with it. I hope
More
it
and more
gets fixed.
higher, more and more expensive.
Yeah, yeah. I
Yeah,
swear, it
especially
feels
that
like
we
every
have.
day everything is getting more expensive. So
Yeah,
I just
Like you
unfortunately,
cannot
anymore.
compare. You cannot
yeah,
even compare today's prices 2 days ago prices. Like
I
it's
know, right?
absolutely different.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
I remember when the exchange rate was like 17, everything was like,
Oh my
I don't want
god.
to say
Oh
double
my
the price
God.
because it's not double the price. It's like five times the
I
price.
Yeah. I felt
It's so
depressed. I
sad.
didn't want to go out. Do you know, guys, who
Yeah.
is the most lucky, the luckiest people in this crisis? The
Who?
people who takes
Dollars.
their
Who have
salaries
dollars?
with dollars.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know.
They are the richest now. You know?
Guys, we need to work hard on this. We need to get our salaries in dollar too. Maybe euro
Yeah.
even.
Yeah.
Exactly. Like think if you take your salary as $500. I mean, I
Yeah, I
would
know.
live like a queen with them.
Oh my god, $500. Girl, dream bigger.
No, I'm saying minimum,
Minimum. Girl, tell me. Minimum is
Yeah,
$2,000.
minimum.
I
Yeah,
am working with
exactly.
this. But yeah, I
So
hope,
as
I really wish you guys a bright future, really.
Yeah.
yeah,
And
me
more than
too
five
for both
hundred
of you.
dollars.
For all of us. Yeah.
So as we are going to finish our podcast, what do you guys
Yeah.
think about this crisis, and when do you think it might end, or do you think that it might end, or it's gonna be forever?
I wanna believe it will end. It will be end in soon. I don't know
Yeah.
when it's gonna be, but I hope it will be soon. Yeah,
Yeah, I
actually, I'm so
agree.
sorry for my country. I, I,
Yeah.
I just can say I hope it will begin. I hope
Get
it will
fixed.
be fixed soon. Just my
Yeah,
wish.
me too. Me
Yeah,
too. I
me
just hope
too.
it gets fixed soon. I hope everything is better. I don't want to say back to normal. I want to say it's better than before. Hopefully, I'm just praying.
Yeah, I
So
pray
Yeah.
all the time.
yeah.
Me too. Like as I said, you can hear two experts and both are saying totally different things. I actually not because I know so much, I don't know so much, but I actually prefer to always take the optimistic side,
Yeah.
so I can
Yeah.
live like in peace. Because once you start to think pessimistic, you will just get depressed and know
Yeah.
not to do, don't know
Yeah.
what to do.
Agreed. Agreed.
Yeah, so just try to stay optimistic as much
Positive,
as
yeah.
possible, and I wish it will be fixed.
Hopefully, I hope so.
Hopefully.
I hope
Inshallah.
so.
So
Thank you. That was
see you
fun.
guys
That was
soon.
a good talk. Thank you
Yeah,
guys.
thank you. Thank you
Thank you
for
guys so much.
Have
yeah,
a good
thank you.
evening.
Yeah, good
Good
evening too.
evening.
And thank you for
Goodbye.
listening to us. Goodbye.
Yeah, thank you. Goodbye.
Goodbye.